web TV service we're hearing about. Kelly, back to you.
For now, Josh, thank you. Let's get to Amish Shah from SierraMaya360 joining our panel now. Amish, you're a shareholder in Apple. Shares were down 2% today. What did you think about these announcements?
You know, it wasn't a new product that we saw with the Apple Watch and what they did last year with the event. So from a 1 to 10, I kind of rank it like a 6, 7 for me. But what I am excited about, what Josh just spoke about, was the Apple TV. The updates they're doing are having companies like Zillow and Airbnb come in and, you know, help you navigate at your couch to do what you want to do instead of on your phone or on your computer. Also, you could also shop.
Why do I want to do that, Amish, just because we'll have to take these piece by piece because there's so many of them. Why would I want to do that on my TV with a little tiny remote with a touchpad thing? I mean, when I could do that on my iPad or on my laptop or what have you.
Well, you know, you're probably like me where I hate commercials. So what do most people do during commercials, right? They switch on and off. The TV is something that we're spending a lot of time with. You know, most of the average Americans spend most of their time in front of a TV. So now that we're coming into our home, if you want to take it piece by piece, there's the gaming aspect, there's the shopping aspect, there's the information aspect, there's the music with Apple Music. There's a whole bunch of layers, Kelly, involved around this. So they're already in our car, they're already on our wrist. You know, everyone's got an iPhone or iPad, and I'm really bullish about the updates and the future of Apple TV and the stock in the long term. But in the short term, you know, I don't know about that innovational piece of that new product that blown people away like they've done in the past, to be honest with you.
Walter?
Well, you know, I think you want to put this in historical perspective. I think invading the living room, doing a TV is important because it touches on two big things happening right now. One is the unbundling of the cable TV model, and when that happens, that's when you'll see the final piece of this puzzle of Apple TV come into place, which is the content, to be able to get the content so I can say, put on, you know, the Tonight Show or put on this particular show, and it'll just come up because you've had deals with the content dealers. The second big thing that's happened for the past 8, 9 years in this economy is the app economy. And once again, this ties into that. So I think the upside here is huge. It's the living room, it's the app economy, and it's part of the whole on-demand, get what you want on TV whenever you want it, instead of having it cable bundled.
Did that also jump out to you, Dr. J, the most? I mean, this aspect of its product fleet as opposed to the upgrade to the iPhone, you know, the new enterprise iPad and some of the tools that came out around that. Yeah, there were several, the new watches. I mean, I can't even remember everything they just announced.
I thought the biggest things were certainly, as Walter addresses, with Siri and the integration into the television. That's great. I really liked, though, the haptic or the force touch, they call it, because that's one of those things that, just like when you get a watch and you have to flip through 5 different things to get to the calendar or whatever, being able to skip steps, that's what that haptic display and force touch allows you to do. So you just hold your finger on there longer and you can flip through and basically skip steps instead of having to just flip through screen after screen as you're trying to get through. Whether it's on something as small as a watch, which is it was already there, or whether it's now on their phones and their iPads, that's, I think, a cool factor and something Android users are very used to that could win them over to Apple. So anytime you can steal Android users over to Apple, that's a win for Apple.
You agree on
Big win.
Yeah, and well, don't forget, going back to Walter's point, don't forget that the millennials, they don't watch TV like we used to back in the day. They don't have cable TV. So a lot of the streaming that Walter did mention on the content's the play. I'm also looking at Apple acquiring video content companies in the near future. So you're going to see them do more acquisitions to really promote the whole TV side on where they're going. So don't forget that this is a big content play for the future, and they're laying down the groundwork and foundation.
I don't want to get all the way into this, but I think it's important for everybody to know the content costs here are going to be significant, Walter. I mean, the FCC has to rule to some extent on what's going to come down to retrans fees, carriage fees. If I want to be able to watch my favorite programming, I'm going to have, if I'm Apple or these streaming players, do deals with a lot of these local TV networks. That's not going to be easy or cheap.
It's not going to be easy, and it harkens back to when Steve Jobs did it with the iPod, the iTunes store, and then just browbeat the 7 music labels saying you got to be in 99 cents a song. That broke up the album just like we're breaking up the cable TV model. It was difficult, but that's why he was a real genius. He was able to tackle difficult things, and Apple has been doing that.
If anyone can, great point. We'll leave it right there. Amish, thank you. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Kelly.
It's Amish Shah from 360. United ousting its CEO amid a federal probe. We've got the latest details next. And later, what Chipotle's hiring blitz says about the health of our economy today. That plus that strong job openings report. We're back in a moment.